Hi, my name is Pauline Cardinal. I'm the main vocal singer of the band.
Hi, my name is Daniel Simard. I'm the guitar player and the back vocalist. Basically, we're working on a new album as of now. We have a good 6 or 7 songs in progress, not really completed at the moment. We still want to tweak some details on them at the moment. Well, with the new album, we've changed our ways of writing songs a little bit. We're not cutting down, but we're trying to diminish the space taken by the orchestrations in the band in order to give more breathing room for the other instruments like the guitar, the bass, the drums. So it's just making better choices in order for the music to sound better overall. We also have to make some adjustments to our existing songs now that we have a violinist with us. So that's it. We're making adjustments and for her to play her parts, and also for the music to breathe a little more. So that's one of the changes we're going towards. Another thing we're trying to do is the music we were playing was more like ambience-like music, I would say. Although it's really quick and there's blast beats and everything. But we're trying to bring some more rhythm to the songs, that at least in the guitar parts and of course the drum parts as well. So although we're keeping the basis, the frame onto what we build our songs, that's it. We're trying to improve in that way, have more groove, more rhythm, although still keeping everything as heavy as it always was, or even maybe more. One thing we're also doing is maybe going a little less folk-ish on the music. So we're gonna be more like let's say a little more like our song Odin's Fury, for example, which is not so folk oriented, but that's like the, let's say, direction we want to head with for the future.
This is a tough question, actually. We're currently independent. We used to have a label. It's nice to be independent because you can do whatever you want. You don't have to make people happy. You just do the music that you like. You record where you want, with who you want. You promote it with whoever you want. You print the CDs when you want it. So the easy thing with being independent is you're free to do what you want. The thing is, by being independent, you might not have as many contacts as with a bigger label. That's what's nice with a label. You can go further, you can promote worldwide, you can make sure your album is distributed worldwide, you can be a part of bigger tours as well. So it just depends on what your goal is with your music, and if you're able to find a record deal that suits your band, because even if you're on a big label, if it doesn't fit your goal, it doesn't work. So yeah, there are pros and cons about this, depending on what you want.
So what about it? We unfortunately had to postpone the last tour that we planned. It was the Ride of the Valkyries tour. We were supposed to play in Ontario, in Ottawa, Toronto, also in Halifax, Moncton. We had the chance to play in Montreal City and in Quebec City just before the coronavirus situation happens. We were very lucky. So don't worry about that. All the shows that we were supposed to play are only postponed, so we will still come in your areas, and we still plan to book other shows as soon as it will be possible.
we had a show where we were direct support for the band Arcona, and it was the last show of the tour back in 2016. It was in Windsor, Ontario. Basically, during the day, we had gone and went to a dollar store because we had some time to waste, and we decided to buy those cheap alien masks, like silver, gold masks and whatnot. And we just decided that during their set, we were just gonna go on stage with the masks and surprise them, and then just rock with them on stage, and then go in the crowd and whatever. And that's exactly what we did. They didn't know about it, and we just chose one of their songs, and we came from the backstage and just flooded the stage, and that's it. They were, of course, surprised, but it was fun. It was done all in good fun. It was just to play a prank, and I think there's even a video of that somewhere on YouTube, although it might have been removed, I don't know, but we did have that on video somewhere. In any case, that was, some funny, epic moments, so to speak, that we had before.
What are the bands that I actually love right now? What inspire us? I can't talk for all the members of the band, but I can talk about my taste in music. I recently discovered the band Shadow of Intent. They are really young musicians, but very, very, very technical musicians. They mix technical death metal with melodic metal, with prog metal and core metal. So this mix of different styles are creating a really good and original music. So I would say that they inspire me, even if it's not the music that I want to do with Valfreya, but they still inspire me in so many ways. I also love the main vocal singer, so he can sing very low and very high, and his clean vocal is not like whining vocal. I hate when the singers are like so the vocal is harsh, and I love it. And what is very, 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 very surprising is that I went to their show some months ago, and they are really young, so they are really good musicians for their young age. The other band that I want to talk about is named Oblivious Charis. I really love this band because they mix the violin with the music, and it's not related to folk music, so it's more related to ambient and prog music. It's the main vocal is also playing the violin, and they are really tight in their musicianship on stage. And he is always, the main vocal is always on the pitch, and the violin too, so it sounds very, very great. It inspired me for many compositions now that we have a violinist with us in Valfreya.
So I can speak maybe more for Montreal, since we're from Montreal and it's the biggest metal city in this area. It's a very strong metal scene. It's one of the strongest underground metal scene I've seen in the world, I have to admit. It's an amazing scene. We have so much talent. It's insane. The only thing that's a little sad is that it's still very underground. We have a couple of bands that are out there that tour the world, but we don't have a very big label or big touring agent here, so it's hard for Quebec bands to get out of Montreal. But we have so many amazing bands. Seriously, if you don't know the Montreal metal scene or just the whole Quebec metal scene, you really need to check this out.
Well, because of this pandemic situation, we cannot go play shows. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We write a lot of music. I think all the members of the band are presently working a lot on the music composition of the band. I write the music, but I also do the graphic design, the promotion, and it gives me more time to work on everything. So I kind of like it. So to know what's happening with us, just follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. You can buy our music on Bandcamp, on directly on our website. It is very, very important to know that we don't make money with the music that we sell. We use this money to create more music. So if you want to support the local bands or whatever, any bands that you like, just go online one this time and buy some music, buy some merch, or just share their pages, share their music so they can be known everywhere. So thank you very much and see you soon. Yeah!
Have a good one.